Good day everyone! Welcome to HKV On Air, where we talk about real issues and real experiences faced by students. I'm Hannah.
I'm Victor.
And I'm Kiana.
And today, we're diving into something many of us went through and honestly are still affected by the struggles of online distance learning.
You know, when schools first shifted to online class, it sounded like a dream. First, no more waking up early, no more uniforms, no more long commutes. It seems like things would be easier, but when days turned into months, we realized that it wasn't getting any better. It was just different in many ways. It was really hard, right?
Yeah, it was getting harder. And one of the biggest struggles that we all faced during the pandemic was motivation in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is tough to stay focused and keep yourself motivated in class. And every day we just listen to our teachers, our profs on screen.
Yeah, without even the classroom and the environment, the energy itself, right?
Yeah.
And the face-to-face interaction, it feels so lonely being together, like you're isolated in a room. You have no one to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's like you're talking to yourself in there.
Yeah.
So another thing that hit hard is yung mental struggles na na-experience ng mga students.
Yes.
Kasi nagkaroon sila ng pressure, academic pressure, because some of the students needed to sleep at 3 a.m. and hindi na sila nakakakuha ng sapat na pahinga. And we were just exhausted emotionally and mentally.
That's true. It's like really being isolated. And then, yun nga, it really affected our mental health, how we interact. But I think that also shaped us as a person because like we had to grow as individuals, and then of course that pandemic brought us closer to our families, to our parents. Pero not everyone has really have access to good internet and then has the gadgets for the online class that is needed.
That is true.
Yeah.
I agree.
How about you, Ryan? What's your experience to that during pandemic?
Well, my experience in there, it was really tough. Really, it was tough and struggling, and it was it was really really like in your room you're kind of like losing your mind in there, and always always rely on yourself in those times.
Yes.
And isa rin sa mga technical issues is that it's frustrating. Imagine mo yung nagre-review ka and then all of a sudden mawawala yung wifi. So, very frustrating yun as a student.
Yeah, or maybe sometimes your device overheats in the middle of your presentation, and then sadly, many of us still got marked absent or late beyond our control. That's really sad. Also, online distance learning, it's like forced a lot of students to like self-learn instead of them. There's no focus on that actually. It's really hard.
It is really hard. For me back then, it's hard to stay focused. Really,
Yeah.
it is really hard to stay focused in class, even in like Zoom meetings or MS Teams that we all face. And especially the internet connection is one of them. Like many profs or teachers assume that we're just gonna absent, and that is not true because all of us are struggling with the internet connection nowadays.
Yeah, and tell me, you miss those break times where you guys laugh together as classmates?
Oh yes.
Yeah, where you guys like play instruments or maybe ask about the upcoming activities, the quizzes that what our teacher discussed. That there's no interactions really.
Yes, and yun din, isa rin kasi sa mga struggles talaga is a lot of students are being forced into self-learning. Merong mga times na yung mga teachers hindi sila nakakapag-reply agad, and Oo, yun. And yun nga, meron din kasi mga ibang students na nafo-fall behind sa grades nila.
Yes, and we really have to search and search because like sometimes we don't understand the modules and without the help of our teacher kasi we cannot see them naman face to face or we don't have all of their time to ask our questions. We're like just researching.
Totoo.
We just keep on researching during those times.
Yes, and minsan kasi it is so hard to balance the responsibilities at home and yung mga kailangan gawin na activities sa
Yes.
school. Yun.
It's really hard to balance those things out.
Sometimes when you have an activity that is due tomorrow, you like think that you still have time because like you can pass it tomorrow. You have like time to do it tonight maybe or tomorrow before you the due date.
Yes.
You
and-
cram because like of course you still have free time. You don't have focus.
Yeah, that is true. For example, would be like me having like a last minute project that needs to be submitted,
Yeah.
and yeah, although yes, you're right about like you can submit it later or what, but then at the same time like it's hard to stay focused and keeping motivated. Yeah, and especially like you're in your home like you're trying to balance things out like with your family like helping them out. Yeah.
Yes, but not every household has like has a quiet environment for the kids to study, for the student to study.
That's true.
Yes.
Yes, and meron pa nga mga iba that they have to share their
Rooms.
yes, their rooms, their phones with their siblings, which is really hard.
Yeah. And then of course some of the parents lost their job and then it's really hard to maintain and to like have maybe enough money to pay the bills just to keep food on the table. Also that's why they had to cut off internet connections. Yes.
For their finances.
Yes, for the
Yes.
finances because like not everyone kept their work, has their work during the time since all the establishments, most of the establishments was closed. Yeah.
Yes, and ang hirap din kasi, syempre, di ba, as students, there came a time na we felt na nag-aaral na lang tayo para pumasa, para makagraduate, pero hindi para matuto.
Yeah, yes. And then, of course, with the abuse of the media, the social media itself, the Google, since no one's really checking it, we just type in our questions and then let them answer it and then we just reword it. Instead of us like studying it and learning it a lot more.
Totoo. Iba pa rin kasi talaga nung you are learning sa school.
Yes, like learning with friends, sharing your knowledge. Yeah. How about you? You were in Singapore, right?
Yes.
Yeah, how was it?
I would say it's a worse experience.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you
Like-
have friends, like online friends, maybe during that time?
Yes, I do have online friends. We keep on tabs on each other, like checking what's going on in every places. Like I have friends from overseas.
Wow.
Yeah, even in US, like I keep on tabs on them, like how
So-
they're doing and like how's the situation there. And they told me it's like they're having fun, and at the same time it's kind of like
Sad.
kind of sad because like we just isolate ourselves.
Yeah. So being in Singapore and since you have international classmates, those classmates of yours went home in their places during pandemic.
Yeah.
Really, that's really tough because it's really hard staying alone in your place. Yeah.
Actually, I'm living with my family.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's really
it's really hard.
It's really hard, and it's really sad to see like your friends for you haven't I haven't seen my friends for like a month or two. I can't remember exactly, but the time that we reunite, I think everyone is completely different. Like they're not the people
Yes.
who I remembered, they're not the fun people.
They grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are times that like once we reunite the class and I, there was one thing that happened. Like we had a huge not a huge fight but a small fight that happened. Yeah. And I forgot what is that all about, but at the same time, yeah, it is sad to see the people who you once with kind of like change.
It's like you grew apart from each other.
Yes. How about you? Nung online class mo naman during pandemic, what happened? What was your experience during that time?
Actually, merong konting pressure ganun kasi modular kasi kami nun. So, it was really hard. We had to finish all the activities in 1 week lang,
Yes.
which is not enough. Imagine, sa isang linggo, tatapusin mo yung 7 na subjects.
Yeah, modules. I remember that. And I remember I had this classmate that we're supposed to be in college right now, but like she stopped to study because aside from that, they don't have enough money to to pay the tuition, to pay the bills, and then no more Wi-Fi cut off. Yeah.
Yeah, which is really tough kasi reality is not everyone has the access to it.
Yes. We can't really ignore the inequality that came with it. Not every student has a quiet space to study, like I've mentioned, and not everyone has a stable connection or even their own device. Some had to share, like sabi ni Hannah. Yeah.
And some even have to make sacrifices for it. For example,
Yes.
like I have friends who drop out from school
Really?
just to work for and
Yes.
earn for a living. Cause
Yes, that's really tough.
it really is tough during those times. And even me, like back then, after like studying, I tell myself that I won't study because it costs a lot.
Yes.
Like for me as an international student, I had to pay like $600.
It's expensive, really.
It really is, and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I rather like just find part-time job and work. Yeah.
Yeah, but despite all of that pressure to show up, to submit one time, participate and perform, even when we're not really okay mentally or emotionally, it felt like we weren't allowed to say that I'm okay because people will just say, at least you're at home, like that. And then, yeah.
And the truth is, a lot of students gave up. Hindi dahil tinatamad sila, but because they were tired. Kasi
Yes.
yun nga, nakakapagod talaga yung pressure and it will really affect you mentally and emotionally.
Yeah, because it's different without interaction, without the help of your friends.
Yes.
Those people that you were used to be surrounded with. You have siblings, right?
Oh yes, I have.
Yeah. How was it when you were having online classes? Like, were you pressured to like check up on them, maybe set up their gadgets for them to be able to have their online classes too?
The thing is, we have our own rooms, and
Yeah.
and so far nothing really much happened between us. But except for like my ate, she used to work as a dentist.
Wow.
Yeah, and at the same time, it is challenging because like she's dealing with like patients who like who we're not so sure who got infected with COVID back then, and at the same time, there has been cases like when she got sick, we just let her take my room, and I let her
isolate.
Yeah, to
Yes.
isolate just in case. We kept doing that for like 3 days on the spot, and how it affects my my school. It doesn't really affect me because I'm kind of getting used to it anyway.
Yes, but like, of course, other people have siblings. Like, they're the ones taking responsibility. They're the ones taking care of their siblings, and then fixing, the house.
Yeah, fixing the house.
Nakapatong sa kanila yung responsibility.
Yes.
So, now that we're back to face-to-face class, we still have online class, and ang tanging advantage lang naman ng online class is nakakapagpahinga tayo and mas nakakatulog tayo. Hindi natin need gumising ng maaga, ganun.
Yeah, but like speaking of, even we have this hybrid setup, it's still that we still struggle. We still have the fear of that maybe we're failing, maybe that we're not doing things right, because like of course it's still recorded and not everyone still has the access of like everything. Yeah, they're still catching up with from like what they lost during the pandemic. Even after years that has passed by, they're still catching up to have balance financial status. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so once again we're the
HKV on air. Once again, I'm Hannah.
I'm Victor.
and I'm Kiana. You'll hear from us again, guys. See you.
Bye bye.
Bye.